That's a shame. That's really a shame. Fuck you. This game is so fun. I love it. Well, it's not fun when you have... You know what? You want to hear something about Connor? He actually really doesn't like this game that much. Well, he does, but... But why he hates this game is because he wishes all the cars were unlocked. And I totally think the same thing. There's actually a DLC pack that allows you to have every every Paradise City car. Not all the DLCs and not all the toys. It will have every Paradise City. So this is a Paradise City car I'm driving. And unlocks all 75 cars. I'm not sure if that's 75. I'm going to have to check. But it basically unlocks them all for you, so you have them. And you don't have to worry about completing anything. And I believe it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest DLCs. I think it's like $10 or $20. I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. And I told Connor, get a card, like a Microsoft card. And... Wow. And get a Microsoft card and buy that. So then that way when we do future videos, he doesn't have one car. Well, he has 3. He has the Olympus, the Ragin Turbo, and the Cavalier. So yeah, the only way we can do the only way we can get better cars is if we do races. There's actually 1 or 2 races where we actually go on this highway and we wreck. Oh! Did my tires just fly off? What? Did both my tires actually go off? That was pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the junkyard and see. I think we had enough fun with this car. I could turn up the sound so you guys can hear it because this car's sound is amazing. Like, okay, let me get full boost so you can actually hear this, because this engine sound is by far cool. I like the engine sound now. I think the engine sound is by far the coolest thing in this car. Most of the car sounds I don't really like in this game. This one is awesome. Like, I'm going to turn the sound up really high so you can actually hear this. Because this is by far one of the coolest engine sounds ever. And if you want to know something, most of these cars are actually real. Like... I do believe, well, the Cavalier is a Pontiac GTO Judge or a Dodge Challenger. One of the old Dodge Challengers. But yeah, let me turn up the sound so you guys can hear it. If I can do it. Let me turn up the sound so you guys can... Come on. At 50, so I'm gonna just shut up and let you guys hear it. The engine sound I was talking about. That, I don't know. I think it's really cool. It sounds like a prototype car, which this is actually a prototype car. I'm not sure. I have a feeling all of the Burnout Paradise cars are real. They're just, I don't know. I don't know what the XO is. It's probably a Pagani or... Yeah, some slight issues trying to get back. But I'm going to show you one car that is awesome. Let me show you. It is completely indestructible. All the toy cars, if you're wondering, are indestructible. They cannot be wrecked or anything. The only way they can get wrecked is by taken down, and I can't explain that because I have no one in the server. So why don't I just go through most of my DLC cars? Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna do it. Actually, I'm gonna just show you the Big Sur Final cars. So spoilers ahead, but too late. So there's the Dust Storm, Super Turbo, the Olympus Governor, the Annihilator Street Rod, the Toy Bootlegger, the Toy 88 Special, Toy Nighthawk, and the Toy Spirit. Now I'm missing one car. The last car I'm missing is the P12 Diamond, and I already explained it in part 1, so go check out part 1. But we're going to be using the Annihilator Street Rod. This is by far this is actually my 3rd favorite car in the game. I love the Annihilator Street Rod. You'll know why, because not only it's a muscle car, which is freaking awesome, but it's basically a hot rod and a lowrider together. You see it has that big engine, or that big inhaler, or whatever it's called, the rod inhaler. I'll show you what. Also guys, this has one of the most sexiest engines I've heard in the entire game. So let me just turn up the sound so you guys can hear it. Because this is one of the coolest engines. So I'm going to I'm going to just use the boost and you can watch what it does. So yeah, it does basically a wheelie, and if you actually, I failed a wheelie, so let me show you. I'm going to stay right here, I'm going to go whee! Do that. off with a crash. So the engine sound is actually, it sounds like a muscle car and supercar. And that's because it is. In the motto, it actually says this is a supercar and a muscle car together. And how to unlock this car is you have to beat everything in Big Surf Island. This is actually Big Surf Island we're on right now. You actually have to beat everything in Big Surf Island. You have to do all the stunts, you have to do all of the races, you have to do all the events, everything in Big Surf Island. Once you reach 100%, let me show you. I'm going to go to this start. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Driver details, right here. So you can see, don't care. No. But yeah, you get the point. So yeah, you have to get this. I'm going to explain all cars actually. Let me explain every Big Surf Island car. Spoilers ahead, just to let you guys know. But whatever. So I already told you about the Annihilator Street Rod. I believe this is actually the second hardest, but the hardest I'll show you. So the Dust Storm is unlocked right after you download the DLC. Dust Storm Super Turbo, you have to beat the Dust Storm Burning Route, which is easy. The Olympus Governor, I do believe you have to complete half of the events. I believe you have to complete 50% of the download. I'm not too sure. I already explained this. Toy Bootlegger, you have to complete all stunt jumps, which is really cool. Toy 88 Special, you have to beat all of the, or you have to destroy all billboards. The Toy Spirit, you have to beat all smashes, or destroy them all. And the Toy Nighthawk is by far the hardest. You have to beat all Showtime road rules and all Time road rules. And this is by far the hardest one. I'm not sure if this is tied with the Annihilator. Sorry about that, I thought this one was in my game. But, so I'll just show you how to friggin', or what this is, because this is by far cool. I think this is by far my favorite toy car in the game, because, there's the engine sound. It's the exact same engine sound as the Jetson P12. But what's cool about this toy is, if you didn't know what this car is actually from, this is from Knight Rider. So, I'm going to show you what it does. Yes, it does the exact same thing like Knight Rider, where it has the boost that comes out, which is awesome. So it's basically a Knight Rider car. There's also movie cars, so let me show you all of them, and I think I'm going to end the video off. Ah, fuck it, let me just show you all the cars I have, because, looks like we're running out of time. So mainly this next part is just going to be showing you all the cars I have, and all that. And I bought all the DLC packs. So Legendary Cars is actually movie cars. There's 4 cars. So the P1288 Special, as you can tell, it's pink, but if you don't know what the P1288 Special is, it's a reference to Back to the Future. It's the time travel machine, but it's not a time travel actually. It's a hover car in this game, which is absolutely cool. So you can see in the back, that's the hover stuff. Next car is the Manhattan Spirit. This car, let me show you what it looks like. It is the Ghostbuster car, and this is actually one of the most annoying cars because of the horn it makes. I hate the horn, it's annoying. GT Nighthawk is the Knight Rider car, and the Cavalier Bootlegger is, you know who it is? Let me just put in the right color so you can see who it is. It is, in fact, General Lee. It's General Lee's the Dukes of Hazzard's car, which is awesome. So yeah, it's actually it's faster than the regular Cavalier, which I always liked about it, but yeah. Boost Special Cars, these are cool. There's only 2 of them. You get the Extreme Hot Rod, which is extreme. And the special feature about this is when you press the boost locks, so you cannot unlock it. The only way to unlock it is either crash yourself out, get taken down, or you press the X button to do X brake, or E-brake or whatever, and you do that and then the boost just turns off. Well, you have to keep holding it until the boost turns off. Then the Hawker Mech is an alien car, but the Hawker Mech is by far my favorite boost special car. Basically, if you click the left stick, you see on the bottom it says pressing the left stick allows you to switch between all 3 boost types available to other cars. So what this means is basically you get to switch it to stunt boost, aggression, and speed. And it's awesome. So if you ran out of boost in like 1, oh no, it just shares the same boost. So you can do like different boosts, which I like about this car. Next we have cop cars. Now, cop cars, I love this. The two originals is the Citizen and the PCPD Special, but they made PCPD cars, or police cars for all of the original Paradise City cars, which is awesome. So I could just scroll through. You want to know what my favorite one is? My favorite one is this one, the 25 V16 Revenge, because look at this car. If you don't know what this car is actually from, this is from Burnout Revenge. This is the car you unlock at the ending, and yeah. But you want to know why it's my favorite? Because of the engine sound and how fast this thing goes. So I'm going to go to the drag area that I usually go to. Beep boop, beep boop. So if you're in the hood cam, this is the engine sound you would sound. And you can see, listen. That's the ignition that it does, which I like. Personally, I like the engine sound that it does. So now I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you hear the normal engine sound when you're in third person.